All right, I'm on hole number 5 of the 2020 Winter Major. I'm in Tuesday's qualifying round in the Rookie Division. Hole number 5. Da, 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 da. All right. Now, there are several ways that you can come at this. With my lower level account, I can tell you right now, there's no way I'm going at it other than this. And with my practice account, there's no way I'm going at it other than this. And to me, this is kind of like hole number 1. If you've got lower developed stuff and you get caught in the sand or you get caught up down here in the rough, you're done. You won't be, you can't get up. You don't have the recovery clubs to get up. You don't have a Nirvana. You don't have a Spitfire. You don't have those long irons to recover. And so you're in big, big trouble. If you have upper developed stuff and you have a Spitfire and you have a Nirvana, you can get up from there and recover. But if you've got lower developed stuff, it's fraught with danger. Would you rather, like if you can get down here, you know, if we did it 100 times, you can get down here 90% of the time. Well, 10% of the time you can't. So that means in this tournament, we play these holes 5 times in the tournament. There's a 0.5% chance that, you know, a 5% chance that you're going to miss this once and have to take the shot from the rough. Or you can get out here to this area and take this shot every time, every time, every time, every time, every time. It's pretty easy to get out into this area. That's the good news. The bad news is that if you fail out here, you're in really big trouble. In my upper developed account, I have an extra mile 9. And I can get my ball guide right into this area right here and I can bleed off and I'm in short iron range. So I'm going to be taking that shot in this account, but I'm not taking that shot in any of my other accounts. I'm coming out here. And if you want to take the lower shot, you can get into your short iron range. I'm going to take an extra mile. And you can do this if you got an Apocalypse, APOC, probably an APOC 5. You'll be able to get the same kind of topspin distance that you can get with the extra mile to get out there. I'm going to switch this up, even though I'm not going to be in my wood range, just so that I have that bag set up. I'm going to bring a Kingmaker. Let's cut the wind down. Let's see if we can. I epic failed on hole number 1. I got up and got my birdie, but I put the drive in the rough, talking smack about my opponent, and then I turn around and put it in the rough. That's how that works. That's the thing about it. If you're in sports and you're talking smack and then you turn around and then you're the D-bag, you do something really stupid, then you get pissed when people talk smack to you. And I'm trying to do the rough bump right here. Just bumping it out. 2-2, that's a 1 ring pull. I'm going to put the power back into it. And then I'm going to do just a titch of overpower. And hit it. Now I'm going to end up in the brown stuff. In the sand. See, this hole number 1. This is it. Hole number 1 and this hole right here. Taking the there is a safe way to go so that you can consistently do it. And so I will tell you right now that from now on, I'm going to shoot out into this area. It's the high percentage shot. You can't afford to have that happen when you're out there in the weekend round. Even though you can get down here in your short iron range, it's always better to take a consistent shot. The thing about going over to the left-hand side is you can bring a QB out there and you can max topspin it and get out there. You can bring a super accurate club, so no matter what, you're in the middle of the fairway. It might be better with a rock. I'm not sure where our raw distance are. Our rock doesn't have as much topspin as a QB, but yeah, there's max. So we're pretty close to max. Let's see if I can get up where I can get up here. Seen a lot of stuff here recently on social media about the Spitfire where one person went on, it's 2 per ring. It's about a 1.5 ring pull. Where people are telling people that the Spitfire is garbage unless you've got it maxed out. And I'm not sure. Okay, fine. You think what you want to think, buddy. Oh, so close. I think a lot of times people look at the Spitfire and they look at the backspin on there and they're like, hey man, that backspin's scary. There's no backspin on it. That club hits so high into the air that a sliver of backspin on that club is massive. When it gets up there and it's got a couple backspin on it is like 7 backspin. One full bar of backspin is like 3 or 4 on any other club. So when you first get that, I can't remember if it's level 2 or level 3 where it gets its first little teeny sliver of backspin, and people see that little teeny sliver and they're like, that's crap. That little teeny sliver will stop that ball super quick. And anybody who doesn't want to have a long iron in their bag for their sand wedge, hey, keep using those other clubs, dude. Keep using. I have never found, when I'm close up to the green and I'm in one of those in one of those bunkers that's a green bunker, I have never found my Spitfire wanting. Has tons of topspin, has all kinds of good stuff on it. I've never found it wanting. I've never been in one of those spots and went, wow, if I had one of these other clubs, I would have it's a great club. And I will tell you that when you're in one of those fairway bunkers and you're way out there, I've absolutely never been in one of those fairway bunkers and went, wow, I wish I had a Malibu, or I wish I had a Sand Lizard, or I wish I had some other club. Having a long iron as your sand wedge, I'm not exactly sure what people are looking for if they think the Spitfire is not good, but you guys keep believing that the Spitfire is not good. And when you lose those matches out there because you couldn't get up and down because you were in one of those fairway bunkers, you just keep having faith in that Malibu and that Sand Lizard and those other clubs that are in there. Because as far as I'm concerned, the second that you get a Spitfire, you can give back all those other loner sand wedges that you have, and now you've finally hit the big time. All right, that was hole number 5 of the 2020 Winter Major. And I'm just playing along. It'd probably be helpful if I was in the fairway, but I am getting up and down and trying to get the score. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.